Hello and welcome to another episode of Wannabe Entrepreneur. The best entrepreneurs are here, so stay tuned because today I'm going to speak about my top 3 bootstrapping tools. That was a nice intro. Thank you. Yeah, today I want to speak about the tools that I absolutely love, that are free, and that I use in most, or actually in all, my projects. And yeah, I hope you find it useful as well. I will just start by saying that you don't have to stop the podcast and try to search these tools, because all of the tools that I mentioned here will be in the description of this episode. So you can just then go open the post that I'll share and then click in the tools, and immediately I have everything linked there. So you don't need to worry about that. So let's get started. First category is organizational, that I use to organize myself. And the first tool that I have to share is Trello. I've spoken about Trello here in other episodes. It's really a great tool. It's a great way for you to organize your projects, your tasks, your ideas. So it's an absolute must for all my projects. Really easy to use too, so it's really nice. The second one is Calendly. Calendly has a free version that you can use, and it's super nice. And what basically this allows is it's a scheduler. So it connects with your calendar, and then you can just share a link with another person, and this person can pick the time and the date when they want to meet. So it's much easier to arrange meetings. Otherwise, you always have to chat and try to figure out when you have an open calendar. And it's much easier to do like this. So Calendly, really good. And the third one in this category is Pocket. Pocket is like favorites in steroids. It's like your browser favorites in steroids. It's really, really great tool. Allows you to favorite web pages, but then also to tag it with valuable tags, and then you can search through it. You can also read it. There's an app if you want to tag a blog post or something, then you can easily read it offline. So it's actually a great tool. Now, second category is social media. Everyone needs it, right? And the first tool that I really recommend is Reddit. Not big surprise here. I've spoken about Reddit so many times. But it's an amazing tool to do market research, to advertise your projects, and to collect feedback from your users or potential users. So it's really, really good. The next one is LinkedIn. LinkedIn, great tool for business, great tool to meet up with other people, to connect with other people. It's a great tool for you also to find jobs if you're into those kind of things. And it's also great to share your posts, because I think it just has more engagement than Instagram or Twitter. So it's really cool. And then I have another tool called Buffer. Buffer is great for social media management because it allows you to schedule your posts, and it basically posts in multiple channels. It posts on Twitter, on LinkedIn, on Instagram, and it's really, really a great tool. I love Buffer, and it's really nice. Next category is content creation. So what I use to create content. One of the tools that I want to share is Medium. Medium is kind of a way for you to write your own blog posts, but it's like super clean, such a nice interface, super easy to use. They also have their own community, so just by writing there you will have people checking your blog posts, and it's very good for SEO if you want to write posts to link to your app or something. And yeah, it's a great tool, so you should definitely try it out. And then the tool that I am in love with, which is Anchor. It's the tool that I use to record this podcast. It's basically the reason why I started this podcast, because it's just so simple to use. And with one click, you can just share it on Spotify, Apple, a bunch of platforms. So it's really, really cool. And the voice sounds great, so it's really cool. Next category is communication. Communication is key. And for that, you need great tools. By the way, I'm not sponsored by any of these companies. So I'm not being biased here by money. So I just want to say this. Yeah, so the next tool is Slack. Slack, everyone knows Slack is used in most companies, but if you don't know it, you should use it. It's also free. You can install it, and it's a great tool to chat with your peers, with your friends, and you can easily share documents, share videos, images, you can write on threads. You have great emojis. I recommend the Party Parrot, is really a great one. And yeah, I really recommend that one. Next is MailChimp. MailChimp, again, super nice. It's a super powerful tool. You can do many things. I don't even know everything I can do there, but I use it normally to collect my users' email. So you can easily get some forms and use those forms to share it on your own website, and basically users can just subscribe to your newsletter and they can leave their email there, and then you can easily organize all of these emails and send personalized newsletters to each user or to each group of users. So it's really great way to stay in touch with your users. So MailChimp for the win. And then I have, for communication, the last tool is Google Meets. Google is a car company that is developing the first self-driving car, and I think they are also doing something with search and Winternet or something. But yeah, mostly the car company. Google Meets, it's great. I think probably a lot of people know it. You just have to share a link and people can just click and access the meeting, and I use this for most of my meetings. And there's another one that I forgot to speak about in the content creation. So next to Anchor, there's another one that I also use called Zencast. And Zencast is really great for recording meetings or recording episodes or podcasts with other people. So for all my interviews, I use Zencast, and it's really cool. Sorry to, skip that one from the content creation category. Okay, and now we are going to the last category. This is bootstrapping, but for developers, these tools are more for people that are already, probably developers are more proficient with coding and so on, but they're really nice. I use them every time. So the first one is for my websites, static websites, and I use a stack using Hugo, Netlify, and GitHub, and it's amazing. Hugo is basically a markdown-based website generator that you can just write things in Markdown and it converts to a beautiful HTML website. And I use it for, I guess, all my projects. Super easy to set up. Also, you can personalize it quite a bit. So super good. And then I use Netlify together with GitHub to host my website for free. It's completely free. And Netlify also has a great tool of continuous deployment. Every time I push a change into the repository in GitHub, it automatically gets deployed via Netlify, and it works seamlessly. It's really great. I highly recommend it. And if you have people like content creators, if you want other non-tech people to write on your blog and write content for your website, I found this CMS called Netlify CMS. It's also free, and it's amazing. It's super easy to set up. I set up in 10 minutes or so. And yeah, it's super easy. It's kind of a medium blog post UI. People can just easily write down, and it then pushes the changes to GitHub. So it looks like it's a dynamic website, but no, it's still a static website. And this CMS does everything. So that's really cool. Then Firebase again, by the same company that does that self-driving car, Google. They have a lot of tools. You have database, you can sign up, manage your users, notifications, analytics, connect with Google Analytics, connect with BigQuery. It's really a great tool, and also they have a very nice free range of products, so I really recommend it. And my last tool is Etzner. Etzner, it's a German cloud provider company, and it's amazing. It's so cheap. I have all my virtual machines there, and they work super fine. They are very easy to set up. They are much cheaper than GCP or AWS. So I highly recommend you to check out this company. And those are the tools that I could remember. They're really useful. I'm sure there are many other tools, and I'm sure that you are currently thinking, oh, Thiago, you just missed this one or that one. So I will leave a post on the description of this episode where I will document all of the tools that I spoke about. And there's a comment section, so please, you can go there and share the tools that you think that are very exciting and you think that I should know, because I will read through all the comments and I will also try these tools and probably also do an episode about them. And since you're there, maybe consider supporting this podcast. I don't do ads, so that's kind of the way that I have to pay the bills. And if you're a first-time listener and you have no idea what this podcast is about, I highly recommend for you to go listen to the first episode. It's called The Pilot, and you will understand what wannabe entrepreneur is. This was another episode. See you tomorrow.